Specialty drills today. Just talk a little bit about what they had you doing and maybe why, what they might have been looking for from you today.
Actually, the things they worked on today was just to see as far as like my footwork and stuff, because they said we didn't work out of a three-point stance much here. So they got me in three-point stance and just seen me pull and shoot my hands and stuff, because they seen on film like I would expose my chest. So he wanted me to do like a lot of single punching drills, and he said that'll help me keep everything within and not wind up and expose my chest much.
How big of a difference is that, really, when you're talking not
well,
being a three-point?
It's not a big difference as far as adjusting, but it's something that I didn't work on much when I was here because we focused on the run so much. But I don't find it was hard to adjust once I did it, because it's just something that I didn't work on.
Greg, what else more do you think you have to prove to be one or two, or one of the top guys taken?
Well, I've watched myself a lot on film, and there was a lot of things that I was good at, but as far as picking out the little things that I needed to work on, it's kind of hard, so it's just better to hear from other people and advise myself that way, because as far as me trying to find bad things on myself, it's just something that I'm used to doing, so I don't think it's wrong. But hearing it from other people, it makes more sense just to see what they have to say, and if it'll help me, I'll use it.
Greg, what you elected to hold on some of your combine numbers. What was the decision process that you felt they were good enough to move forward with those?
Well, I feel I did have good numbers. I didn't do too good on the 3-cone or the L drill, but that was just something that happened later in the combine. I felt I could have improved on it, but I talked to my agent and he said it wouldn't affect me much. So I don't know as far as how much it would affect me, but I don't think I needed to redo it, so I was satisfied with my numbers.
Greg, when the season started back in August, did you think at this point in this year that you'd be potentially the #1 pick in the NFL draft? Did that ever cross your mind?
Well, actually, I worked my butt off, so I didn't know what to expect. I just knew if I gave it my all, that was one of the goals that I wanted to be in the position to get drafted high, because I talked to my parents and I just told her, like, my mindset was to enter the draft, so it's just something that I worked towards. I didn't know as far as how high I would go. I just wanted to give myself an opportunity to get drafted high.
When was the first time you heard somebody say, oh, top 5 pick or potential #1, and what was your reaction?
Well, I tried my best not to pay attention to most of that. And like I say, just every day I had an opportunity to step on the field or get into the weight room, just give it my all and just see where that would put me at. But I think it's paid off, so.
How difficult was the combine for you, between the pink eye and having a little bit of a sickness and everything else? Just how difficult was that week as a whole?
I think the reason I had the pink eye and I was kind of stuffy is because I was out in Arizona and the weather is real dry, so I just came down with it, and you know what I'm saying, like my body was tired. But as far as here, like I didn't have to do the 40 and all that other training stuff. It was just position drills. And I'm here in Auburn, the weather's not bad, and it's something that I'm used to, so I don't think it was much of a difference. It felt good to be back with those guys that were training elsewhere and just trying to push them and help them out along the way also.
Greg, they talk about you being one of the top picks. Does it really matter where you're taken as long as you're taken in early, or what?
Well, I think it matters. I think it would matter to anybody, you know what I'm saying? Just as high as I can go. That's my goal. So I gave it my all. Hopefully the highest, the #1 pick, hopefully they'll take me, you know what I'm saying? So I always want the best for myself, and I felt I worked for it. So wherever I go, that's where I go.
There's so much talk about, Clowney and Manziel, the #1 pick. Do you feel like it's possible you can get up to the Texans, #1?
Well, I felt I have a lot of private workouts and stuff. I don't know as far as how many, but if there's anything else I need to do to prove myself, and I'm sure those guys, they are highly players and they deserve the same, but it's all about need really, and So I've just been hearing a lot of things, and it's a possibility that I can go number one, but I don't know. But as far as Clowney and all the rest of them, I don't really know what they've been doing and how much which coaches like them, but it's fair game really. You never know.
That Rams guy stayed by your side like the first 45 minutes in the indoor facility. You guys spent a lot of time together today. What kind of things were you talking about? Were you just joking around, or were there more serious conversations?
Well, we were just trying to get to know each other because we only had 15 minutes when I was in Indianapolis, and he was just trying to pick my brain and test me on football, stuff like that. So I don't really know. It's really just more time and get to know me.
Have you been invited to New York yet?
Yes, sir. Well, I haven't officially received an invite, but I filled out paperwork for that. But I don't know when I'll be receiving that.
Are you planning to go?
Yes, sir.
What would it mean to you if you were the first, prospect to walk out on that stage?
It would mean a lot, really. I don't even know how to explain it. That's just something that I guess is a dream come true. So I don't really know until May 8th.
Greg, when you hear a scout, I don't know if you've heard, but there have been a scout that said you might be the best tackle prospect in the last 20 years. When you hear something like that, what's the significance to you? What's the meaning for all the hard work you put in to hear something like that?
It means a lot, and I feel like it's kind of something that would stand out to the past tackles, you know what I'm saying, because they probably felt they was the best. So it's just a way I carry myself, and I'm not lazy, you know what I'm saying, like I work hard. So it feels good that someone thinks that of me. So
Who would you compare yourself to among the better tackles that play? No.
no, I wouldn't. I really don't compare myself to anyone.
Greg, the next couple months, I mean, it seems like when we're all asking you about number one and all that, is there pressure on you that this next couple months, or are you just trying to think about it?
I'm good. I feel like some people try to, you know what I'm saying, like hype everything up and try to put pressure on, but I'm really just taking it step by step. I don't really know what to expect, but as far as letting it stress me out, I'm just trying to enjoy the whole process and play football.
What's next, Greg? Are you going to be going back to Phoenix? Are you going to be staying around here? Or?
Well, I had plans to go back to Louisiana and visit with my family because I haven't had a chance to see them, but I don't think I'll follow through with that because I got a workout coming up, I think Friday, and I'm going to have to tell my mom I can't make that. But as far as working out, I'm thinking about staying here and working with Coach Russell, but I haven't talked to my agent much about that yet. But it's really my choice, so just best what benefits me.
How hard will that call be to tell your mama that you're...
She'll be pretty upset because they were making plans, but I'll try and work around it. If I still can go, I'll try, but I think I got to work out here Friday.
Greg, you've mentioned before the family was a big reason for declaring and deciding to get to this point. What has been your family's reaction to hearing, top 5, top 1, top 2? What's been their reaction?
Well, actually, I've been hearing like the family has been crying, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just something that I worked hard for, and I really didn't talk to them much when I was here because I was just so focused and trying to, you know what I'm saying, make things better for them. But they just relieved and they happy I'm in the position I am now. So eventually it'll all be over and I can do what I plan on doing as far as taking care of them.
Has your mom gotten a dress yet for New York or anything like that?
Well, that's really what I was going home for, to arrange some of that, but I don't know when I'll be able to go home, but hopefully I can help her pick something out, you know what I'm saying, because she never been on TV, so if she can walk across the stage with me, you know what I'm saying, that'd be fantastic.
Couple more?